Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'll show you some of the items that I've picked up recently. And yeah, it's a bit nuts, but that's a good thing. That's a good part about having a retail store. Stuff just keeps coming in. So there's more videos after this, that's for sure. So I'm sure my website guy will be very happy to hear that. First, you know what? So what? It's a pair of pliers, right? Who cares? Pliers, wire cutters, doesn't matter. In this case, it is relevant. They are broad arrowed. So this pattern is a pre-World War I. It's not the standard ones you see, which I do have in stock, but these are the earlier ones. So this is kind of cool. So as you can see right there, there's a broad arrow just faintly stamped on there. I can't imagine having to try and stamp this steel. So I'm sure it was a lot of work to get that mark in there. So nice pair. There you go. All good. Those are on the website now. I think actually almost all this stuff here actually is on the website. So if you want it, you better grab it while you can. But hey, whatever. It might not sell. Pair of puttees. How do you tell the difference between World War I and World War II? I didn't even unwrap these, honestly. So I'm pretty sure we put these on the website. In fact, I'm sure we are. We did. So World War I puttees. Okay, they're like, okay. Now they're touching the floor. That tells you how long they are. If they're World War II, they're about here. So there's a huge difference between World War I and World War II puttees. These are massive. These are 8 feet. I'm 5'10". These are 8 feet. These are huge. I'll have to rewrap that. So that's how you tell the difference between World War I and World War II. Much thicker, excuse me, when wrapped up, just so you see them, so you know the difference. So that's the big difference between two. I have lots and lots and lots and lots of World War II puttees, but not World War I. Hey, scrambles. So there's that. Those are on the website. World War I U.S. shovel. So it's marked U.S. right here. As you can see, no other markings or date on it, but there clearly is U.S. So from what I understand with these, is that World War I ones have a little piece of wood sliver on each side driven in, and also the World War II ones are green painted. This is not, obviously, as you can clearly see. It's the same idea pattern wise. Obviously in the Second World War I you'd find them dated normally also. This one is not, but it is marked US, so that's kind of cool. PIAT, Projectile Infantry. I'm not going to finish the rest because somebody on whatever might see the words and get all upset. Anyways, this has been chromed. So why? Because they're going to make a lampshade out of it. You can see right through it. Obviously, whatever. It's what people do. I didn't do it. It's the way I got it. It comes apart. Obviously, it's inert. There's the cardboard pieces that went right there. And there's the inner lining cardboard also. So this is obviously does not work, which is a good thing because I don't want to sell that stuff. It's not really what I do. But let's see if I can get it back together. Yep, I can get it back together. So why they chromed it? Because they're going to make a lamp out of it, obviously. Unfortunate, but you know what? That's what some people do. So there's a hole in it. You could stick this on a base and run a wire through it and put a lampshade on it if you felt so inclined. Not for me. My wife would have killed me if I tried to bring this home, but that's just me. Then we have a Mills. Notice I'm not calling it anything else. Again, this one is a Maxwell. You can tell by the M on it right there, right on the body. If the spoon was here, it would say Maxwell or M on the spoon. Unfortunately, it's not with it. So again, this has been drilled out because somebody wanted to make a lampshade out of it. Pretty small lampshade, but whatever. So they've drilled the base plug, unfortunately. It's 44 dated. This is on the website. Unfortunately, it is FFE. I have taken it apart to make sure because I don't want to be selling that stuff. It's not worth the headache or even having that stuff on the floor, truthfully, because there's too many weirdos out there. Hey, wait, maybe I'm one of them. So next is a nice style Martini Henry bayonet, sword bayonet, Yadigan, as it's known. Nicely marked. War Department right there. Broad arrow, also marked there with an armorer's mark. And VR. I can't tell you the mark on the guard. Looks like a 7.4 or yeah, 7.4. Don't quote me on that. And the other side, of course, shows a 31. So get them together, you get, I don't know, I can't even, I'm not going to bother. The scabbard, like all of them, the stitching on the back unfortunately falls apart with use and abuse. It's still all there, but it's nice. What's nice about this, because I don't think I've shown this before, you know, we just found it on the floor again. It was supposed to be photoed weeks ago. I don't think I've shown this, but I could be wrong, is that it's marked to the Governor General's foot guards. So it's clearly marked on the frog foot guards, which is nice, because a lot of times you get them, they're not unit marked. But this one is nicely unit marked. So that is a nice addition to that. So I picked that up. And that, I believe, is listed. Yes, actually, I know it's listed. Then we have a kilt to the Camerons. The family came in and sold this to me along with some other items, which I'll show you later. This gentleman was in the Camerons after the war, and then he ended up in the service battalion. But whatever. So, really nice condition, actually. Camerons of Ottawa. It is marked inside. Anderson's Edinburgh, Scotland, size 5'11", waist 35. No other tags. Normally kilts have a tag here and sometimes here, but normally it's right there. This one never had a tag that I can find. It's usually a, if it's World War I, it's a paper tag. After that, they put a fabric tag in. This one doesn't have a tag at all, but it's a really nice condition Cameron's kilt. So not something that turns up every day, but you know what? It's now on the website, so let's see if it sells. Then I have this hat. This hat walked in Saturday, I think it was Saturday, from a collector. It's got a World War II RCMP Capt badge on. They use that badge till 53, so whatever, right? Nope, forgot about that. You'll see why I'm laughing in a minute. And Stay Bright buttons. So this is post-war. It's fine. It's a small size, 6 7/8. It's clearly marked Scully inside, Montreal. So, and the remnants of a paper tag are right there, if you can see it. And, you know, it's a nice hat. It's a nice condition. I don't know if this got listed. I think it did. Yeah, it did get listed. What's nice about it is the badge, truthfully. It's a nice early hat. It's not beaten to snot. And, you know, I don't collect police stuff, but normally they're ridden hard, put away wet. So in this case, they're not. So it's a nice hat. It's now on the website. Why do I laugh? Well, inside the hat, I'd forgotten I'd placed this, is a prophylactic package. It's empty. It's presently on the website. It's made here in Canada. So it's an intergalactic prophylactic, and it's empty. Actually, I didn't even open it, but I was told it's empty. So let's find out. And oh, what's that? I didn't look at that. Okay, something's in here. Instructions. Wow, I don't know if this got photoed. I don't think it did. Okay, prophylactic unit. How to use. For prevention only, not for cure. Okay. Yeah, so directions. I don't think these were photoed, but they were in the box. So it's empty. Obviously, it's been used, but they kept the box. So you know what? It's not something you find. You don't find the boxes for them. So there's that. That's listed now. And I have an empty, notice empty, keyword there, morphine syringe little tin. So these were, you know, I'm not going to say these were issued to everyone. I'm sure they weren't. There's my distant early warning system. It's empty. I wouldn't be selling it if it wasn't empty, but it's nice to find one. So, you know, cool piece. So there you go. That's on the website too. Last but not least is a duffel bag. Who cares, right? Like I do have duffel bags. This is a smaller duffel bag. Normally duffel bags are this big, you know, they're top loaders. It's what they are. Then we changed that in the 60s or 50s to side zips. No, 60s. So this one's sea-brought arrowed. As you can clearly see right here, it has a cadet's name on it. On the other side are other names. Dunlop and Warspite and a patch. So it's not a div patch, it's just a repair. But came with it was some research information. And obviously the Warspite is a dreadnought battleship, etc. But the person's name's Dunlop. His name's Harry Dunlop, and it appears that he was a medical corps and a military crosswinner, and he was killed in November 2nd, 1918, right before the end of the war. He was a captain. You know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. So there's his information, and this is his duffel bag. This is presently on the website. It's not $5 million, but it's a neat duffel bag to remember someone's service. The laces that are being used to close it came this way. I didn't put them on. But it's neat that you have a World War I Canadian Killed in Action Medical Corps Military Crosswinners duffel bag with some research on it. So anyways, that's it for this second. Thanks for looking. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Check out my website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. And you know what? We are uploading all the time, and you never know what you're going to find on there because the amount of stuff that walks in here is crazy. So thanks for looking. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.